So we know what you're making for dinner tonight, and it's spanakopita or spanakopita.
Spanakopita. It's actually funny. I used to teach classes at a gourmet grocery store years ago.
Yeah.
And this is one of the things that I taught, and it was really, really popular.
Okay.
And it's so simple to make, and you can put like anything that you want inside of it.
It looks fancy though. When people look at it, they think, oh my gosh, so you're working with the filo pastry.
It's so simple.
It must have been so difficult, but you assure me, no, 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 it's easy.
So the difficult part about this whole process is if you're going to make the filo dough, which is very, very difficult. I don't have enough skill to make it, and I'll explain to you why I do not have enough skill. This is like super paper thin. It's an unleavened dough, so there's no rising agents in it, but like you can see my hands through it, right?
Yeah, it's very thin.
It's super, super thin. So to roll this out at home and get it perfectly even right the way across is very challenging.
Right.
So I suggest you just go buy it at the store for a few dollars.
There you go. And he never says that. So
I never say that.
He never even says, he won't even let you go buy ketchup and mayonnaise. He's like, no, make it yourself. So if he's saying go and buy the filo, go buy the filo.
It might be a good idea.
It's easier.
So I want to start this off right from the beginning, right? So let's say you go to the store, you pick up your filo dough. I have a damp towel here. It's very important that as this is so thin and it's so delicate, if you leave this out while you're rolling out all your spanakopita or whatever filling you're doing, it's going to dry out, it's going to start to crack, it's going to start to crumble.
Right.
So I showed you those large sheets that you have. From this position, if you want to make smaller, guys, I won't even unroll it, okay? What I'll do is, that's probably about halfway.
Yeah.
So we'll jump over and maybe do a quarter. And I'm going to get you to help me roll some, okay?
All right, I'm nervous.
So this goes back. Again, this can rest under a damp paper towel.
Just so that it stays a little bit moist?
Yeah, you don't want it wet because then it'll absorb that, but you don't want it to dry out. So now you'll see that I have all these cool sheets that we can work with now, right?
Okay.
I like to double it up, and this is super, super simple. Traditional spanakopita, this is for you. I'm going to get your hands a little buttery here.
No problem.
Traditional spanakopita has spinach, feta, and maybe garlic, green onions.
Yep.
We're going to do that one first.
Okay.
But the first thing that you need to do is...
This?
There's my butter. Yep, we need to brush it with butter.
And am I brushing the whole thing?
So you want to kind of gently brush the whole thing. I would brush both layers.
See, I don't listen to instructions. That's why things go wrong. Like, so do I do this? Okay, I'm doing it.
I would gently brush both layers. So what I'll do is I'll just take this guy and flip it over. You can add as many layers to this as you want. For example, these big boys that I made over here, that's 4 sheets on top of it of itself, right?
So you can make it
so
like
the more you do, like the more crunchy it gets, and it's really exciting.
Yes.
So that's exactly perfect what you're doing here.
Okay.
I should have had you help me make these yesterday.
I did both. So do I put them together? Oh boy, they broke.
It's already getting delicate, right?
Yeah, it's getting very delicate.
So you'll take the traditional spinach and feta.
Yes.
And this is the key here, so you have to pay attention. And I'll take the roasted red pepper and the Swiss chard that I have here.
Okay.
This is going to get folded like a flag. So pretend you have a square here.
Yes.
And then you have a triangle. So that's your spanakopita, that triangle.
Right.
So your filling is going to go right probably in the middle, the top left corner.
Okay, I won't do that much then.
And I guarantee you're going to be able to do this. At first, the cool thing when you're rolling these out is that it can look like nothing. Like it can look like junk, okay?
Slow down, buddy. Okay. All right.
And then you're going to fold over this way.
And then I fold over this way.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, well, well, you're going to, like that. Okay, there you go.
Okay, got it.
And now you fold
so close. And now
and you just hold that triangle.
Like that.
How easy is this?
That's so easy.
So now you're having a dinner party. You're having a dinner party, you just do this, like you can bang out 50 of these pretty quickly, and then you're left with like this really cool triangle.
I love it.
It's so simple.
It's so easy. Actually, you know what? It is kind of fun actually after a while.
It's a lot of fun, and it's good to get the kids involved in this too, like, you know, the neighbor you don't like, whatever.
Do I add butter as I go along?
Look
at how perfect mine is.
If you're my friend, yeah.
Oh my gosh. I made that myself.
So your question was, do you add butter as you go? Generally, no, but I'd be a big fan of yours if you did.
I did. It's like glue a little bit. That's how I used it.
It's kind of like glue. And another trick is you can add some egg yolk to the butter as well. It'll help it brown a bit more.
Yeah.
But I didn't use any for this, and this is how it goes. The cool thing, thank you so much.
So that was the traditional.
That's the traditional.
Right.
I used one here. What did I do? I took a Swiss chard and I just wilted it down. These are all on Cityline CA, by the way, the recipes.
CA, we put all the recipes.
So I wilted down some Swiss chard. I took roasted red pepper and I chopped that guy up.
Okay.
And I added feta.
Ooh,
another good one here would be goat cheese. You can add cream cheese if you want. You want a salty cheese though, pecorino, something like that, grana padano. But then you can start having a lot of fun.
Okay.
So I had a chicken that I roasted off.
Ooh, that's what that is.
This guy here.
Yeah.
If I can just reach over. I had a chicken I roasted off. I took just the breasts, and I took the remainder of the juice. I folded that back in. You don't want it too wet. And then I added my homemade barbecue sauce to it. So we have a barbecue chicken. I think I have one here. So like, look at this guy here. This is the. I'll leave it here so you can see.
How do you make it so that it comes out that perfect consistency, though? So we put this in.
Yeah.
For how long? Do you remember?
Good question. So I do between 390 and 400.
Okay.
No convection. Everyone's oven's a bit different at home, but say 400 for about 15 to 17 minutes.
Okay.
It's not one of those things where you want
right?
to pop it in for 20 minutes, then you come back and they're too dark, right?
Right.
I actually have some that are ready in here. If you can slide those out, we can pretend that you made all of these as well.
Look at what I just did.
Okay. So.
Oh, perfect.
So these are real simple. So just to recap. Making your own filo can be very challenging, so I recommend buying it store-bought.
Right.
You could, if you want to tackle it at home, don't ask me any questions. I can't answer them.
He told you to buy it.
Have fun with the fillings, though. Like, you want to use like Frankie's sprouts.
I love that.
Like, whatever you want to do, you can use. There's all kinds of different stuff. You can add a whole bunch of different types of meats. And the reason why I did the large ones here is because you can turn this into a main. Into an entree. So you have the little guys for your hors d'oeuvres and your pasta apps, but you can have the big ones, and like, this guy's pretty big. Like, I don't know, I could probably only eat one of them. And I made these a few hours ago now. Yeah. Because I can't make them all here, but like, you can hear they're still crunchy and crispy.
They're still nice and light and fluffy.
So
I've touched these all, so I have to eat them all. Oh well. Thank you, Chef Devan.